So a lot of you guys have been hitting me up on social media saying, Geekdom, is it real? Is the Yamcha comic, is the Dragon Ball Yamcha spinoff a real thing? You know, are you going to cover it? And I was kind of waiting on a translation before I actually do a, I guess, review or recap of it. And we're still waiting on that translation. But yes, folks, it is real. There is a Dragon Ball spinoff manga that is out. It was released by Shueisha's Shonen Jump Plus, as you can see right here on the Crunchyroll website. And it is real. And we talked about this a few months ago. If you guys remember, there was a big story that broke about how in Japan and Shueisha, they're going to have this Dragon Ball story group come together, you know, and they're going to be writing Dragon Ball stories. And I was talking about how they're probably going to do a few spin-offs here and there. And this, I do believe this is the first of many upcoming Dragon Ball spin-off manga. Now, I know a lot of you guys out there don't really read manga. Some of you guys just watch anime, and that's fine. There's no word about what's going to happen anime-wise, because Shueisha and Toei are two different companies, and one thing that I may do a video on with Anime AJ very soon, so be on the lookout for that, is that Toei Animation is really, really backed up when it comes to workload. They're ridiculously overworked. It's been like this from the beginning of Super. That's why there were animation problems and things like that. It's gotten better, but they're still overworked. So as far as them adding more Dragon Ball anime, it's probably not going to happen anytime soon. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say it's not going to happen or it's never going to happen, but it's not going to happen anytime soon. So I will leave a link down below so you guys can read the Dragon Ball manga, or the Dragon Ball, this one, the Dragon Ball Gaiden, Tensei Shitara Yamcha Dataken, anyways, which translates to Dragon Ball side story, The Case of Being Reincarnated as Yamcha. It was, and as it says right here in the article, Dragon Garow Lee illustrated and wrote it. Based on the original Toriyama, obviously, Dragon Ball. This is Dragon Lee's Twitter, so he's been putting up some interesting stuff here about with manuscripts and things like that. So this is all Google Translate, but it's interesting to follow this guy and see where this is going. I'm very, very excited. Here is the manga. This is 100% legal, guys. I will leave a link so you guys can read it. It's not translated yet, though. It's only in Japanese, and I didn't want to go through it until I have the translation because I want to know exactly what's going on, but it does look really funny, and more importantly, it looks like Toriyama. Like, we've gotten these artists like Naho Oishi and Toyotaro, and now we have Dragon Lee, and there's a lot of also there's Young Gigi. There's tons of Dragon Ball artists now that are out there who can mimic Toriyama's style. I mean, you guys have seen all the fake pictures for Dragon Ball Super. Some of them do look real, and it's because Toriyama's style has become so ingrained and we've all grown up with it, especially the artists out there. They've been able to emulate it pretty well. Same thing goes for some of the artists that I work with, like Ashan. He's fantastic. Also Thomas Love, another great artist. There's just so many of them that can emulate Toriyama's style, and I'm happy about that. Even though Toriyama's humor and Toriyama's writing style is unique, his art is also unique, but I'm happy people have been able to figure it out and kind of work with it. So this is wacky as hell. Like I said, I'm going to come back with a review probably sometime later this week and give you guys the full story of what's going on and my thoughts on it. But it looks amazing. Again, putting Yamcha in the forefront as the first spinoff may not have been the most, I guess, business savvy move. I was thinking maybe like Gohan or Vegeta, one of the real popular characters, maybe even Broly, but nonetheless, it's still something they did, and it just once again shows that Dragon Ball is wacky as hell. Anyways, so yes, for those of you asking, the Yamcha manga is real. What I want from you guys in the comments is, number one, are you happy about this? And number two, what other character do you think deserves to have his own manga? Because from what the Crunchyroll article states, this is not a one-shot. This is actually supposed to be a series. We don't know how long it's going to go, but it's a series. And it's basically the story of just a high school kid who's a Dragon Ball fan who ends up becoming, like, he dies or something, he gets reincarnated as Yamcha. That's wacky, dude. Like, I actually would love it if this is like the never-ending story type thing. I would love it if this was an actual anime. So let me know that, and let me know what other characters you think deserve the spotlight. Do you think that... And I don't want, like, the typical, like, you know, characters. I want, like, some of the underrated characters. Do you want to see a Roshi comic? I do. Do you want to see a, I don't know, a Mutaito story? There's so many characters, dude. Dragon Ball's loaded with characters. I'm going to read them all, because I love Dragon Ball that damn much. Anyways, wanted to drop the video, let you guys know it's real, and I will come back with a review later on this week. Thank you. Talk to you guys later.